Howdy y'all, welcome to San Antonio FC Fans channel. And today we are going to be talking about the USL relegation. So, if you haven't heard USL, I mean this is old news, but I just want to talk about it on this channel and how it will affect San Antonio, how it will affect the USL, how it will affect American soccer. And the question is, will the addition of relegation hurt American soccer? Because for many years, it's been talked about of that, putting relegation into the leagues and finally being able to, and this will finally be introduced like next season possibly. And this is like with the USL though, obviously, if you don't know, not with the MLS, because the MLS the MLS are like a brand. They're not like a league, and like a lot of American sports, our culture is franchising. We want money, and the MLS wants to franchise and build off of this, of soccer, this big sport, so, when you're making money off of something as big as soccer, and relegation will, relegation will hurt, because, like in England, that other, in Europe, when this happens, when a club gets relegated, they lose money because fans aren't as interested. TV rights and ownerships and like just a bunch of other stuff, and you lose money and lose players, which a lot of just stuff just happens. And if you think about it, like the USL is like I think the USL could be prone to that. I think that could happen, But I think it's also good because I wish basketball and American football was like that because, there's like teams that don't belong, But at the same time, those basketball, they draft and stuff, and in football, they draft. So it's not the same, but but I think, in the USL, like we're connected, or like in the USL, like clubs getting from lower leagues, like there's USL Championship, USL 1, USL League 2, and then there's like these small MPSL, I believe it's called, or something, a lot of other leagues, and they're so, and it was good for these guys to get a chance to grow and be able to I guess just to be able to, expose themselves or not expose themselves, but just to be able to build themselves and get exposure is what I mean. These clubs, these fans, these players, they get an opportunity to play at a higher level. And the problem is, like, some of these clubs may not be built for that. So it's, they're just going up and down, and that's just a hard thing for a club to go through. And so, and considering San Antonio's connected with the Spurs, and if we, somehow get relegated, because in American soccer, it's very inconsistent. I'm not a big league expert. I'm not underground in soccer. I want to be. I'm exploring other leagues. But, like, I feel like we're one of the most inconsistent leagues ever, like, in the world right now, maybe. It's, because USL Championship, Colorado right now, they're not doing well. Like, they're not even in playoffs, and last season they were in the playoff finals. And I don't even remember. I can't remember if they won the league. Charleston Battery beat us 4-0. The other day. 4-0. We beat them 7-0 2 seasons ago. It's crazy how times have changed. And it's, so it's going to take up a lot of adjusting for us, and but I'm saying it's just like, it could be a waste of time and money. But that, in the end, that's the beauty of it, is to be able to grow, and also when it crumbles, build it back up again, and stuff like that. That's what it feels good, and it makes the league more fresh as well. Miami FC, Oh my gosh. Listen, they're a good team, right? They beat us this season, and I'm not saying we're the team to beat, right? I mean, we are one of those teams to beat. Our form has been horrible recently. I'm gonna make a separate video about that. But anyways, I mean, but like they have like no fans. Their stadium is huge, and they have no fans in there. I watched it. I was like, damn, this is sad. And no offense to Miami FC fans, but everyone's going to Inter Miami. No one's paying attention to Miami. So it's, yeah. So, and I'm saying, like, they don't have a bunch of fans in there. And there's probably a team in the USL League 2, League 1, or even lower with a bunch of fans who deserve a shot to be in the higher leagues. And I don't know. And they're also doing USL Division 1, which is, I'm still not sure exactly what that is. It's supposed to rival MLS. So, I just don't know I don't know if that means they're going to make a bunch of new clubs, or I still need to look into that, because I've had a lot of mixed information come to me, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. But yeah, I think it should, in the beginning, it's going to be messy, I think. It's going to be, take some adjusting for some clubs and for the American people, because relegation is not something we're used to. We only see that in, across the ocean. So it's just, it's going to be a very interesting time for American culture, American sports culture, American soccer. And in the end, I mean, I think it is going to benefit us. Other words, I said I was going to talk about San Antonio, but I'm going to talk about San Antonio as well today. San Antonio, our recent performance has been horrible. I'm going to look right now. You look at the league. For a long time, I don't know how we were in first place, but the difference in quality between the Eastern, I think we're in the Eastern, right? Or no, we're in the Western. Western Conference and the Eastern Conference is ridiculous. Charleston Batter, who beat us, they have 21 points. London United, 21. Louisville City, 19. North Carolina, 4th place, 17. Detroit City, 17 points. Then Rhode Island, 12 points. And, of course, Tampa Bay. They're overrated on eFootball. They got a lot of overpowered plays. But Tampa Bay, yeah. I mean, look, Tampa Bay, I'm looking here. Look, 2004, 6th place. And right now they're at the bottom. London United, they were at 11th. And this is what I'm talking about. The inconsistencies of this league. Last season, Louisville, Charleston Battery are a very solid club. And, I mean, they were solid last year. And Detroit City is a very good club. Rhode Island's a very good. Rhode Island's is an all right club. Hartford Athletic are horrible. Hartford Athletic are actually horrible. But I mean, they're in the same place as they were last year, or as of now. Well, it's 11th, and last year they finished 10th. But no diss. But come on. So yeah, and then we just moved that New Mexico United just moved to first place above us. We were at 16 points for so long. Everyone else was just horrible as well. So yeah, but I'm probably making another video about that in more detail. So but yeah. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. If you are new around here, or this is your first time seeing this video or this channel, please like and subscribe if you are a San Antonio fan, or if you just want more news about American soccer and just stuff like that. So anyways, I'll see y'all later. Howdy and bye, y'all. I don't know why I said howdy.